Hello everyone, this is part 3 of my session on Open RAN. In part 1 and part 2, I have covered basic concept of traditional RAN, virtual RAN and Open RAN in part 1. And in part 2, I have covered centralized RAN, that is Cloud RAN or BBU hotel. So I recommend that you watch part 1 and part 2 first before you move to part 3 for better understanding. These are there on the YouTube channel. You can go to the playlist and see these videos. So let's now move to part 3. So part 3 we will be talking about 3GPP 5G new radio architecture. So basically how 5G NR architecture is a enabled architecture for Open RAN, Open Radio Access Network. When we say open, we are talking about various interfaces to be open and interoperable, and the hardware used for those components has to be based on general processor GPP hardware, so that one can buy these hardware from any vendor and deploy network function, part of the RAN network function as a software onto that, either in a virtualized environment or in a container or onto the bare metal. So let's look at it. So before we go to our main topic, why everyone is talking about open radio access network? All because the capex, the cost which a operator normally incurs is about 60% of the cost goes into the RAN. 60% of the cost goes into the RAN, and as part of capex, as well as operation cost, OPEX cost is also almost 60%. If you look at 5G, so 5G will also support small cell, which will be working on a millimeter wave. So number of such base stations, small cell, will be very large in number for small hotspot pockets, indoor coverage, office coverage and all. So in that case, the capex requirement or the opex requirement for the RAN compared to the overall cost will go beyond 60%. So it becomes more important to have kind of an open RAN architecture, so that the cost is reduced significantly, and then there are a lot of competitor of RAN element providers. So operators are benefited with open RAN concept. So let's first discuss about radio access architecture and interfaces. This is a study report by 3GPP in release 14. So primarily, if you look at this particular study paper, so prior to or up to the 4G or up to the release 13, we used to have RRU and BBU, remote radio unit and baseband unit, and these two are kind of having connectivity at the front hall, and then you have a back hall. This front hall is normally works on a CPRI protocol on a fiber. So there will be a fiber between the two element, and onto the fiber proprietary implementation of CPRI protocol works. But in this study paper which I just shown you, that is 38.801 for 5G, now they have broken from a 2-product design of the RAN to a 3-product design. So you have remote radio unit or remote radio head, then you have distributed unit. Some part of BBU is now into the DU, distributed unit, and this is connected on front hall, and then you have a central unit, and this is called mid hall. The connectivity between DU and CU is called mid hall, and then of course you have a backhaul connecting to the core. So from a 2 product RAN to a 3 product RAN, this particular study paper have talked about. So now let's see the actual architecture of 5G new radio. So this is again taken from 3GPP specification of release 15 of 5G. So if you look at this diagram, it depicts that the 5G NG-RAN is called G Node B, GNB. So either you can have an integrated G Node B which gets connected to 5G core on NG interface, or you can have the G Node B is kind of have two components, DU and CU, distributed unit and central unit or centralized unit. So now G Node B distributed unit gets connected to central unit on F1 interface. So F1 interface is defined by 3GPP. This is a open interface, and more than one DU can get connected to a central unit. So now it is a 2 component or 2 product RAN, which is a distributed RAN kind of, and the 2 G Node B gets connected to each other on XN interface for mobility and other requirements. So this is an overall architecture of 5G new radio. So if you go more into detail of this, so before we go into the detail, we will again come back to the study paper 38.801. So 38.801 talks about various split which a BBU can have. So when BBU is split into DU and CU, so there will be various options of the split which this study report talks about. For example, if you look at a traditional radio access network where you have a radio and you have a BBU. So the radio unit or radio head is nothing but your RF, and everything from this place to this place is in BBU. So what it contains is the physical layer, MAC layer, RLC layer, PDCP layer, RRC layer, and in 5G you also have a SDAP layer here. So all these functionality or the layers would be part of the BBU itself. But when in 5G, when it is being divided into DU and CU, so the RF and some part of this protocol, physical layer, MAC layer and RLC layer up to this. So from here to here, it is a DU, distributed unit. So that means RLC layer, MAC layer, physical layer and the RF is a kind of a DU, distributed unit, and the central unit consists of PDCP and RRC. So these protocols will be handled in the CU. So the 5G architecture which we just saw is nothing but option 2 towards the CU, and rest are in the DU. So now let's look at this diagram. Now it will be more clear. So as I said that G Node B is separated into 2 parts, the distributed unit and the central unit. So the central unit is again divided into 2 parts, the control plane part of the central unit and user plane part of the central unit. Okay, so one control plane part of CU can actually get or the serve more than one. Here 3 is shown, user plane part of the CU. Similarly, from distributed unit gets connected to central unit on F1 interface, so it gets connected to user plane part on F1U interface and control plane part of CU on F1C interface. So one CU can support multiple DU, so multiple DU can get connected onto a single CU. So this is how central unit and distributed unit is separated, and again within the central unit how control plane and user plane get separated, and what are the protocols which is defined. So these are protocols defined by 3GPP. Now let's look at it in a different form for better understanding. So as I talked that now Z node B is divided into two parts, distributed unit and central unit. Distributed unit and central unit is connected on a F1 interface. It's an open interface defined by 3GPP. And what it contains, the distributed unit, if you look at distributed unit, so the BBU was split, functional split was done in the BBU, and RLC, MAC and physical layer part of the BBU is handled by now distributed unit, and radio is also here. So normally this local radio connection is a kind of a priority implementation of CIPRI protocol onto this. F1 is a standard interface, and then the control central part. So central part handles PDCP layer, SDAP layer. SDAP is a new layer in 5G. It was not there in 4G, and this is for quality of service implementation. And then RRC layer. So these layers are handled at the central unit, and of course you have N2 interface, N3 interface towards the core and other elements. And this distributed unit antenna, or it can have more than one cell, so generally 3 cells, cell 1 sector wise, cell 1, cell 2 and cell 3. So what we discussed is that these are the protocols. So these all protocols here shown, RLC, MAC, physical is part of DU along with the RF, and the PDCP, RRC and SDAP is part of the central unit. But in various open RAN forums like ORAN Alliance or small cell forum, etc., so they are talking about splitting some of the functions. So from a 2 product, from CU, DU 2 products, they are trying to move to the 3 product RAN. So which will have RU, remote unit, remote radio unit, distributed unit, and then CU. So what they are trying to do is that part of the physical layer, say lower part of physical layer, that may become part of the RRH, and rest becomes part of the DU, and of course you have CU. Or they can the entire physical layer can be part of the radio. MAC and RLC layer is part of DU, and then you have CU. So there are various split possible, and those split or the functional split can work be there in the DU, CU and RU. But these split are not defined by 3GPP. So the protocol which is used onto the front haul is CIPRI. So CIPRI will not be able to support these split because those specifications are not written for this. Those are not suitable for this. So that particular protocol was enhanced to enhanced CIPRI or eCIPRI, which supports various split, which we will be discussing in our next part of the presentation, that is part 4, But for time being, let us understand that we'll be able to split this and we'll be able to use other options. So with this, my presentation on Open RAN part 3 is over. So the total, there are 7 parts. So this is part 3. This is part 3. So part 4 and part 5 and part 6 and part 7. So these parts you can look for. So I request that please subscribe to my channel so that whenever I do next part of this video, Open RAN video, then you'll be notified. So thank you, and I request again you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.